Morning and welcome to my channel Dada Art Club, especially in the 100 days of challenge, and this is my day 2. So what we're gonna do is that in a day 2, as I said in the last session, that we're gonna make a sketching, and that sketching also today we're gonna do is the from skeleton to the basic forms and basic forms to the final clothing. So I'm gonna show you this interesting process in this video. So let's stay tuned till the end. And yes, if you are new from my channel, please subscribe my channel and specifically press a notification bell icon, so you will be get my all the updates, upcoming events regular basis. Plus, if you want to if you are interested to knowing my online courses, here I'm in description, I'm giving my email ID, so you can get in touch with me if you want to know the one-to-one training also. So that is also is there. So the link, the email ID is given in the description, so please feel free to contact me. Yes, so we can discuss the about the last class. So last class what we yes, that last class was the day 1, and we learn in that basic things about the sketching, what is actually the skeleton sketching, and how you can see as a skeleton. So if anybody have missed that, so I'm putting the card here, a link here, even in description you will get the link of my previous session. So please go and watch. And now what we are going to start is the sketching of sketching of skeleton to the clothing. I am taking now the same references what we did in the last session, and in that I will show you the references now here. So I'm going on the board. Let's go to the board. Here we are, and the references what we took is this character what we took the references, as I find that it's very interesting pose in that overall gesture is very nice. It's somehow I feel that it's kind of a trophy also. If you see the shape of the way that character is standing, and the both the legs are very close to the each others. So that if it's like you are holding a trophy, and yeah, most of the time if you see the trophy shapes, so you will find these kind of shapes here. So yeah, very interesting thing. I like that things, and we gonna do this sketch from a skeleton to the final clothing. So not wasting more time on this, and let's start to the sketching. So on the board, if I see that I will decide my first the length of the character, how much big or small I want. So I'll just mark some references, this much what I have to draw. It can be little small or big, but you should first decide that this is or this is the height of the character or width of the character, and you should do according to that. So here I am, for the reference, I'm just very lightly I'm adding one single straight line. Though the character is a little bent toward this side, but to know the it is standing position and the bending position, that will be easy for me. Now, as I said, that I start with the always, most of the time I start with the shoulder line, which is again is more prominently can be seen and define your gesture. It not always is a straight. It is has a little tilt on the, either on the right side or either on the left side, and similar that the pelvis or your hips portion also has those lines. So that is the majorly define the pose. So as I'm seeing here that this is, I can find if this is the center I'm assuming, and as I said, that is a trophy what I feel here. So I make that first trophy portion, the skeleton lines what I feel that first I should draw that. I am making a drawing very lightly because we have to draw all the step-by-step things. So I hope it can be seen in the video. So it's a rib case what I drawn here. This is the pelvis area, and I'm just moving toward the head area. So shoulder, this is neck, and that's the face area. So in this you can see that the line of action, this, as I feel that it's too much of tilt. So what I can do is that I'll just change my bottom lines. So this center line I'm just shifting little this side, and this bone structure. So if you observe this curve here, that is in this angle, and then this. So this is the observation you should keep. on with this. This is the area pelvis where it's a little pointed on this side, so that's why I felt like that's too much of the bending on the left side, sorry, on the right side. So I just rectified that. So that is the idea when you're doing the skeleton pose, you are very much clear about how it's gonna look in the final one. So here what we can do is that I'll just define more about this is very close and little bend in. This is the pocket area where he kept his hand inside, and this other hand is a little outside, so you can see that gesture clearly. So this is the main line of action, you can say this. Now here is the leg structure. So yes, I guess we are almost done with the skeletons. For more clarity, I'm just adding little darker lines on those. Yes guys, so this is what the skeleton sketch what I created here, and yes, it's pretty much looking on the right, proportions and all. So this is the stage. You can define all the details. If you want to make any changes and all, so you can do here rather than going more details and doing more corrections. So skeleton sketching is important, first thing, and let's see what we can how we can now the next step. So this is what the first step, this is called skeleton step, and on that I'm gonna add now the basic forms, cuboid, cylinders, which will define more about the dimensions, bends. So that is what we required, and once that basic forms are done, then we can go for the clothing part, what you can do. So before that, I'll just make I will use the eraser and I'll make the drawing little lighter so we can see the basic forms very properly. So going forward, let's start with the head portion. So what I can see is the head portion. You can see a cuboid and that cuboid is something like this. So I'll just show in the side. So this is the cuboid form. Here's the ear is and the neck line joint here, and this is the basic cube we can see here. So yes, that is there, and the ear, both the ears you can see. A neck portion, and as I said that muscles is gonna add on this. So you can see actually this middle portion which is tilted to slight tilted to this side. That's why this shoulder is going in and this shoulder is coming little in the front. So what we can do that you can just slightly change the direction, and this is the cube what I can say. It's like you can see a slight portion of this, very slight portion of this area, and that's why it get the dimensions of or the feel of tilted to this side. Hey, hi Ankita, good morning. Thanks for joining me live. So this is what a slight thing what you can see here, and in this lower portion there is in between there is a spine. This area, now if I observe that is almost it's in a front. So this front area will be you can see this is the front area. A little slight tilt to this. So yes, that what you can see now, this is the angle of the shoulder, and if I go down, so it is slight tilt in the lower pelvis. That's the thing what we can see here. Going forward, that so both the basic forms we drawn here is the upper body portion and the lower body portion. Now we go forward with the hands. So generally what is basic is the cylinder shape, and that cylinder shapes, the upper arm is almost a straight cylinder, but the lower arm can be little taper toward the end, something like this. So you have to be very sure that how this cylinder forms can be drawn in a different angles. Now here I'm saying the joining hand, so this is a portion where this hand is attached or the cylinder is attached, and I'm on that. The same way this much to be, and this other lower arm hand can be in this direction, so it is coming little front. So these are the lines what I can say that's in his pocket. If you are putting in the hand will look something like this. So we are like almost done with his right hand, and on we'll come to the left hand. I can see the little this shoulder is droopy here, and this is attached hand again, so you can just adjust little structure as per the bone structure. If you find that it's going off, here again the same way this cylinder will be attached on this portion. You can see the front of this, and hand is here inside the pocket. Yes, so that is what the upper body portion what we drawn, almost done there. And we go for the legs. Now this is the center area, and these, if I show that this is joint portion here, it's like this cylinder. So the again, as this I shown in the hand, as same way the legs. So legs also, the upper portion is cylinder, but it is cut cross something like this. So if you are taken a tube, and if you cut that tube in specific angle, so how it will look, so that way it is, your legs are joined to the hip portion, and the lower portion of the leg is again similar like this, which is the a little broad on the up and the narrow towards the down. So here what we can do is this, if you see that it's almost straight, is like this angle, if you can see this tilted angle, outline of this leg in the reference, so you will get to know that what I'm talking about. So this is the leg portion. This is the knee, and down we can draw the leg. Now the other leg is quite interesting, because it is a little behind, and so for that this structure is more like this curvature. So if you can see this, this cylinder is more in this angle perspective, so you can see these dimensions this way. That's what you will get the feel of dimension, that cylinder is tilted this way, and that the lower leg is also again is more this, after this knee portion, it can see the more of this structure. Here the leg portion, again that is a cuboid form. Yeah, so this is what the skeleton, after skeleton is the basic forms, the entire sketch with the basic forms. Because of this basic forms only, you will be able to see a 3 dimension to in your sketches. A lot of time people miss those things and they feel that why my drawing is not looking realistic, because it's not about just a sketching, but it's about the understanding of 3 dimensions. So how that 3 dimensions or that 3 dimensionality you can bring in your sketching also. So this is what the second stage we done with it, and let's go to the further thing, which is the adding little more details and the clothing part. So again I will erase all those lines or make all things lighter. I'm using charcoal pencil so it can be a little smudge. I'm using charcoal because the other pencil I tried, but it is very light, specifically for the video, making the video, it's very light. Okay, so now whatever the cube what we drawn, will give a little shape or roundity to those all the shapes and all these things. So let's watch how we can do that, and we can add the clothing part also. So here what I'm going is I'm just taking this shape into the circle. Keeping in mind that dimension things, I'm going to do that. In sketching, most of the time we'll just give the suggestions what it is, that we can't really go into the details. And whatever these cubes and things what I drawn, which help me to give the right dimension to even the clothings. So this portion will be overlap because this hand is back side. See, here is the neck portion and he is wearing the full neck t-shirt. Now, this is very kind of close here, and from there till here, that's directly almost diagonal cross line is here. This is again the pocket lines. And there's not much gap between these hands and the dress. Can overlap those lines little bit here, and again this curvature is the t-shirt line. And yes, we can now start the lines for the pant. So it is almost like same straight lines going here. Little short pant, or length of the pant is little shortened, and in this setter you can add some lines here, which is the feel of stretching after he is putting the hand in his pocket. So to get that stretchiness, a feeling of stretchiness, you can just add lines, and between these two legs is very little gap. That's the negative space, what we called. Now this dimension helped me to make the pant as per that thing, as per that perspective. Again, this some lines we can just suggest to for the knee part. He's wearing shoes. So whatever the cuboid form I made, I'm just giving the roundity those thing as per the usual. And yes, this is what, and some of the areas you can just you can just do some shading. Yes, so this is what the sketch what we done. Now after this, again I'm feeling that this shoulder, if I compare, this shoulder has to be little longer. something like this. So all this correction you can keep going and making corrections while doing. Yes, Ankita, this is the good question. I'm using a charcoal pencil, which is the Camlin charcoal pencil I'm using here. In that also you get the three things, which is the soft, hard and medium. So I'm using here which the medium one. Okay, hope this solve your queries. Yeah, that is what the sketching of today. I able to do one sketch on this because it's in details, but if you go further, then that time we can actually it will be a more sketching and less talking, and you can see more and more sketches daily basis. And yes, regarding this, if you have any more queries, you can please write it in the comment box and let me know your queries. I'll definitely try to give the answers if I have about that things, about the drawings or all the about today's session. So please comment and let me know. And again, if you are not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel, press the bell notification icon so you will get regular update. If you are interested to know my online courses, so please I'm giving my email ID in the description. Please mail me on that email ID and I'll give the more details on that. So guys, so this is what the today's session was, and yeah, I feel it you will like that, and if you like, so definitely you can press the like button, share with your friends, know more about give the information about channel, so you can, if your friends also are interested to learning these things, they can also join this live session. So this is what about the today's and the next session. Yes, the next session we're gonna do it tomorrow, that is again the same time, and in that what I'm gonna cover is the I'm gonna take the lady figures. So I'm going to take a 2-3 lady figures, and on that I'm going to do the sketching, which will be interesting because they have specific body formations which is better than the men's, and it's artists always like to do the sketching for women's, ladies. So stay tuned and we'll see you tomorrow on the same time with this new session. Till the time, bye bye and see you.